Hello everyone, this is Caleb Simpson here from ZeldaDungeon.net, and you are watching our video walkthrough for The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks for Nintendo DS. This is the fourth chapter of the walkthrough, which covers the Snow Realm / Snow Land and ends with the Snow Temple, aka Blizzard Temple. Upon leaving the Tower of Spirits, you'll quickly encounter a new enemy on the tracks known as a Bulbo. Unlike a few of the other enemies we've seen thus far, these guys are not scared off by our whistle. Oh. And it's pretty obvious we can't handle this for long, so follow Zelda's suggestion and make a run for the castle town to meet up with Alfonso. Along the way, you will get stopped by the postman who has a letter from our good old conductor instructor thing. And this is just to make it a little more obvious that you need to go talk with the dude, or if you somehow manage to go to one of the other stations and you'll get redirected back here this way. Read it if you like. I usually do just because I don't like the collection button flashing whenever I pull up the menu.
Dear Link, my boy, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you more. That guy really did a number on me and I was feeling pretty rough for a while. Luckily, I'm feeling better now. Would you mind coming and getting me at the castle and taking me back to Alberta Village? Thanks, Alfonso.
Now that was one manly letter. Can you think of a letter more deserving of a ride on the train? I didn't think so. Let's go. Alright, so that's all we had to do here, so make your way back to the train where Alfonso is waiting for us. You can optionally chat with some of the people here in the castle, since their dialogue is a little different right now, and there's a rather humorous conversation with Teacher that you can participate in if you like. When you're done playing around, go back to the train. Nothing too exciting to mention here, just avoid the dark trains and make sure to use your whistle whenever necessary to keep the snurgles away. Steadily work your way towards Voda Village / Outset Village. Now in video games, the optional side stuff you gather throughout the game is often called collectibles, but apparently Spirit Tracks takes this one step further. Collectibles, that is. Now, by collecting stamps for Niko, you can unlock various gifts from him, and they're all just aesthetics for the most part, except for the final prize, which is the extremely powerful and very useful Great Spin, which allows you to slaughter your enemies with ease. Now, the side quest is not required to beat the game, so you can skip all of these if you do not care. Now, you may have noticed the stamp station here in Aboda Village earlier in the game. Well, now we can finally use it. Conveniently, when you look at your stamp book, it will place a check mark on the map of the world showing which locations you've gotten stamps from. This makes it very easy to track down which ones you're missing, and by using the process of elimination, you can figure out exactly where you still need to go. So that's pretty sweet. Collect them all if you want. The stamp book is required to progress the story, while the stamps themselves are not. When you're done playing around, head back to the train tracks to the north, and Alfonso will come and present his modifications. Mwahaha! Approved as I, indeed. Alrighty, with firepower in hand, like Mario, set a course for the snow realm in the top left corner of the map. The cannon is used by simply tapping anywhere on the lower screen. A simple tap and release with the stylus will fire, while a tap and hold will drag the screen around to change your view. You can now destroy rocks to find rupees and heal recovery hearts for your train. Keep this in mind so that you can heal yourself after any fights you may encounter. And now would be an excellent time to practice this on all the rocks nearby before we start encountering harder enemies. Right now you can just practice by spinning around and killing any rocks you see. Up ahead we meet up with some Moinks again. Do not attack them. Ironically enough, even though they just gave you the cannon, Moinks are one of the very few enemies you specifically do not want to attack. It just makes them angry and they'll retaliate and come and hurt you, kind of like Cuckoos. Now I presume this was intentional on the development team's part, putting the Moinks here right after giving you the cannon, but either that or they just wanted to make you realize that you don't want to shoot everything, or they just thought it would be really funny. Hey guys, watch this! I'm gonna put a Moink right here! And they all respond with, do you think we should tell Aonuma about this? Nah. That was my wife, by the way. She was gracious enough to lend me her voice temporarily, and her hands. Let's give her a hand. Sweet. Such a good sport. Anyway, you want to kill these Skulltulas as you pass through here, and once you make it back into the light on the other side, we have a giant brown boulder blocking our path. You need to blast it a few times with the cannon in order to break it apart, allowing us to go through. Okay, see that bunny there on the left? Okay, good. Don't worry, it'll make sense here in a moment or so. Quite literally. I hope. Stop at the station here on the right, known as Rabbit Land Rescue, or Rabbit Haven by our European brethren. Don't even try to deny it. You want a frolic, don't you? I can tell. Well, don't worry. This walkthrough will show you how to do just that. I'm kind of an expert on the subject. Not really, I just pretend I am. Although that is kind of an awkward mental picture. Moving on. Before you leave, there is a piece of treasure we can snag. Make your way up to this upper ledge in the mountain biome over here in the top right corner of the map. From here, you want to jump towards the small island in the water that has a chest on it. Sweet! With that, you want to cross the new bridge and head back to the train. Alright, so you have officially been introduced to one of the other big side quests of Spirit Tracks, and probably the most memorable, the rabbits. Now, these little guys can be found out here in the world, and if you bring enough of them back, you can get prizes. Similar to these stamps, the final prize is another fighting technique, the sword beam. Overall, I'd say the rabbits are quite a bit harder and more time-consuming than the stamps are. Either way, though, you can earn a heart container for bringing back just 5 rabbits out of 50, so they give you a really awesome prize early on. So even if you are not remotely interested in collecting the rabbits whatsoever, you could just snag that prize real quick, and I will be showing you how to do that in the very next video. That all being said, you want to continue on and enter the Snow Realm, aka Snow Land, and our next destination is Anuki Village, straight ahead. It is the only station that is accessible here in the Snow Realm at this time. Now, if you'd like to continue with the main storyline, then head there and skip to video number 3, where I will show you how to tackle all that stuff in the village. Otherwise, join me for the next video, number 2, and I will be collecting tons of optional side quest stuff and getting tons of rabbits, and getting that heart container from Rabbitland Rescue. So either way, I'll see you in the next video, or the next video.